Intuition, what do you have for the Taurus Nation for the next 7 days? Taurus. Okay. So your angels are giving you direction about something this week, Taurus, or cross watcher. Let's see what this is about. What's going on in your situation, Taurus? Obviously, your situation involves a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate you. Good morning, Tizzy. Your situation obviously involves a fire sign. Are you going back and forth with someone, Taurus? Either you are or somebody is. Oh, gosh. There's a Sagittarius and a Capricorn that just joined your reading. What's really going on? Your angels are pointing something out. This week, it looks like there's a lot of change that's coming in, and your guides are encouraging you to flow with this change. They want you to stay flexible with something that's going on this week. You've got some sort of a shift. You could possibly be traveling. Maybe there's some place that you're going. But your angels are letting you know that the answers are going to reveal themselves. The answer will reveal itself with something that you're dealing with, going through, or getting ready to play out in your life. There's a few things that are going on. Feels like you feel lost. Maybe there's a child in school that might feel lost in school. And an airplane is passing above. Okay, it's gone. Maybe there's some skills that you've forgotten. This is Taurus. Let's talk about it. You're needing guidance. It could possibly be because of what's being communicated. Communication could possibly get kind of tense between you and someone. This could be communication going back and forth. But it seems like somebody could be lost with maybe something that you're saying. Taurus, there could be some sort of miscommunication. Maybe you're trying to get in touch with someone. Because it seems like that's really what this is. You're trying to communicate with someone, possibly a Virgo. And maybe there's difficulty with getting through to somebody. Could be due to some sort of technical issue. Could be due to a lost signal. It seems like maybe you need to talk to somebody. It could be that maybe your battery needs to be charged. Maybe you might need a charger. Let's see what's going on for the Taurus Nation for the next 7 days. You are dealing with where did my mind go just now? You're dealing with a Cancer. Because I see some things that are similar to Cancers. I have some laundry piling up. Taurus that maybe you need to get to. Seems like you're ordering out. Possibly you're spending a lot of time online. And you got something going on with keys. You could possibly be getting the keys to a new place. This could possibly be someone drinking and driving. Maybe you're passing over your keys to a designated driver. You could possibly be getting the keys to a new place. No. Spirit says there's a lot of shouting. So there could be someone, this could be a lot of childish behavior going on amongst adults. Or maybe there's a child that's really loud in your situation. This is Taurus. Maybe your kid is throwing a tantrum. And maybe there's other people around you that might hear about this. You got some traveling coming up. You could possibly be finding the keys. This seems like maybe your car keys might be missing. Taurus, let's see what's going on because I'm thoroughly lost. There's a few things that are going on in your reading that are on the table. You got someone that's in your situation that might not be being completely truthful. Hey, Nancy Esdale. Hey, Celine, as always, I appreciate you being here. Something in your life this week seems to be overwhelming for you. Not sure what this happens to be, but it looks like you're looking for peace in your life. Looks like this week your life is kind of demanding. You're looking for peace of mind throughout your day. It seems like your day is just kind of full. It might be full with children, kids. And so it seems like maybe you do want to feel more relaxed. It looks like maybe you're in need of some sort of release. This week, it looks like you're kind of getting stuck in your own head about something. It could have been about the past. You could be replaying something that happened in the past over and over in your head, maybe about something that maybe you had wished that you had said or done. You're getting caught in some sort of mental loop. And it seems like you're this week trying to break out of that mental moment. Break out of that mental loop. Something's going on with money. Taurus, a cross watcher, somebody could possibly be borrowing money from you. Or you could possibly be lending money to someone. Yeah, something's going on with your money. I think you're waiting for money, Taurus. Some of you are dealing with another Taurus. What's really going on? It looks like somebody has like a pressing issue when it comes to their money. Like something needs to get paid by a certain date. And it seems like you're in school or something needs to be turned in by a certain date, some sort of assignment, and you're concerned about it. It'll be your kid's assignment. Something has you stressed out, and I'm trying to figure out why. It's an earth sign. I mentioned a Virgo, so there's a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that's relevant in your situation, as well as a fire sign. You're leaving something. Taurus. If you're not happy about having to leave something, it could be your friends. Maybe your kids are changing schools. Maybe they're upset about maybe having to endure some sort of change there. You got a King of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Especially a Libra. You're leaving home. Maybe there's a whole debate about this, or this is some sort of argument that puts you in a position to make a choice about whether or not you're going to stay put. I think somebody is releasing themselves from some sort of situation, Taurus or cross watcher, and it seems like somebody has decided to hand in their keys and maybe go elsewhere. Maybe this is something you want to do. It looks like money might be a factor for you, or transportation might be a factor for you. It seems like maybe you feel like you're getting into a situation over and over again, and something continues to happen. Something in your life is on repeat. It's pretty repetitive, and you're really yearning for a change when it comes to something that's playing out. You're cutting somebody off, or you already did. So you are cutting somebody off this week. The card said, listen to your intuition. So maybe this is you kind of making a decision about whether or not you should cut somebody off. Got a card that flew. Experience rebirth is what flew. So there is some sort of situation. Yeah, rebirth. Some of you dealing with a Scorpio. If you're noticing a lot of bugs around you, perhaps something is bugging someone and they're not saying it. Somebody might be kind of keeping it under wraps. Somebody in your situation, Taurus or cross watcher, is very critical. And how this usually plays out in your reading is that it is you that has the tendency to be very critical of yourself. But since there are other people in your reading, it's very possible that this might be the reason that you're having tension with someone, because of their criticism. You could go grocery shopping, Taurus. Looks like maybe you might be taking a trip to the grocery store. Control. I'm trying to control you. Maybe that's your gripe with someone, that they're being controlling. I'm still trying to figure it out, Taurus. Maybe you want more control over your situation this week, since we're talking about adaptation and such. You might feel that you wish that you could control things that are playing out, and maybe you feel like it's just not, like you have just zero control over things that are playing out. This could definitely be a child, because you do have children in your reading, whether or not these are your children or children that you might be observing in your situation. This could be somebody else's children. Somebody feels that maybe this could be a child that might feel like there's a parent that just has way too much control, and they're constantly shouting and criticizing what they're doing. Somebody pregnant. There could be news of pregnancy. I want to call you Gemini all of a sudden, but I know I'm reading for Taurus. You got a Gemini cross watcher that's in your situation. You could possibly be doing some journaling. Taurus, maybe there's some things that are on your mind that maybe you're wanting to jot down. Maybe you're wanting to get your thoughts on paper. You're definitely going through some sort of change. But Spirit wants you to know that this is a guided change. Okay, that you're going to receive some sort of guidance about what you're supposed to do or where you're supposed to go, where the goalpost is basically, and how to get there. You might feel that time is a challenge for you. Definitely, for some of you, something is time sensitive. You're having to get something turned in on time, pace something on time. There's a relationship that I feel like somebody is concerned about this week. Platonic or romantic. Or you're not in the relationship, you're on the outside of this, but you are the observer and you see a situation, a relationship that's problematic for somebody else, especially if we're talking about kids. Now, maybe they're not young children, but this could definitely be your child, your baby, and this could be a grown adult or a young adult. Maybe they're a teenager, they're in school, and maybe there's something that you see about a relationship. Maybe it could be a younger sibling even, a grandchild. And it seems like there's somebody that is concerned about the state of a relationship. Or what's going on here. Because it looks like somebody's worried. You got anxiety, you're panicked about something. Taurus, a cross watcher, or somebody around you is. And it seems like you're scurrying this week to figure out what a solution is. You definitely have somebody coming back. So somebody that maybe has left your life comes back. Maybe something distracted someone for a minute. Oh my God, here we go. Something distracted somebody for a minute and somebody comes back. I'm sorry, I'm having to occasionally remind myself of the sign that I'm reading. I know I'm reading for Taurus and I'm like, who is this? Can the readings just be normal? The reading is always going to reveal things that could be hidden in your situation. We could be talking about hidden feelings. These could be good feelings. These could be bad feelings. We could be talking about hidden motives or things about your circumstance that maybe you don't see clearly, especially if you're confused about how to solve something in your life. This is what these readings uncover. It's going to uncover some things that might be uncomfortable. And so I didn't give you a trigger warning in the beginning. Let me give you a trigger warning now. There's a hazard that is on the road when you're driving. Please pay attention. You might be going in a particular direction or take a detour and something might have you getting a little bit turned around. And since we're talking about time and punctuation, you've got to be dealing with a Cancer. Something might have you headed in a different direction, or you might be rerouted possibly to go in the right direction. I think this is in the case of a literal situation, but I definitely feel like this is a circumstance in your life where you're not sure what to do or if you're going in the right direction. You're trying to solve something, but it seems like you're not sure what the solution is this week. Especially, as I mentioned to you, a relationship. So let's talk about that a little bit more. Somebody misses you. Maybe the relationship got kind of tense or something happened. And maybe somebody felt, there was a disruption to your situation. Something happened. If we're talking about a relationship, somebody may have left. Could have become very critical of your choices and the things that you're doing, or this is somebody on the outside. I think somebody wants to come back. You might see this person at a gathering coming up. There could be some sort of social gathering. You could be gathering together for someone's birthday. Somebody could be a Pisces. This could be someone who is an Aries. Pisces and Aries this week for that are celebrating their birthdays. Maybe that's a gathering. Maybe there's a social gathering that could possibly be coming out. Maybe you're deciding to not attend this. Somebody feels like maybe you're refusing their calls, but it seems like you're just tired of somebody's BS and shenanigans, because it seems like somebody continues to do the same thing over and over again. Now, if I didn't say that, I feel like that might be the case in your circumstance. Something might be happening on repeat. You feel like you're constantly having to leave situations and start over, is what this looks like. This week, I feel that you are trying to solve a dilemma. So whatever this happens to be, your guides are giving you guidance to give you that last puzzle piece to come up with a solution. It seems like you really are trying to piece things together. Your spirit guides come in to help you to piece something together, to give you guidance on something, to get to the conclusion, to give you movement and momentum to a situation that just might this week feel a bit stuck, or it has been for a minute, right? Because we're talking about metamorphosis and change. Something in your situation has to change. Something that you're doing over and over again is not working, possibly. So Spirit is coming in to give you the solution, the antidote to some sort of an issue that is relevant, very relevant. It seems like you're really pressed about something here, like you're really walking a thin line. You're walking a tightrope. You feel like you're walking on eggshells in a particular relationship. So a relationship in your life happens to be pretty complicated. I think you want to talk things out. But I think flat out, the issue is that somebody is refusing your call. Refusal of the call, if that's not clear. Dream thief, we're going to get back to that. That's interesting and just caught my eye. Maybe you're refusing somebody's call. Maybe you are. Maybe somebody needs to get in touch with you, and maybe you're not getting back in touch with somebody. Because it looks like somebody's been maybe trying to reach you for a minute, Taurus. Or maybe somebody is going through you to reach somebody because they can't get in touch with them. Something like this is happening, is what I feel. Maybe you have a connection with water. You could possibly be going to the ocean or the river or something such as this. What's really going on? What's on repeat in your situation? What's on repeat is somebody that's kind of in and out of your life. And number 9 is Sagittarius. They happen in September. I didn't say a Virgo. No, you're nervous about something. So I feel that maybe somebody is a bit nervous to get in touch with you, or you're nervous to get in touch with someone. Your guides want you to have peace of mind about something, whatever this happens to be. And I don't know. What does it say? Moving out into the world, doubt, fear. So might be a kid that's leaving home. Maybe they're leaving the nest. Maybe they're feeling a bit nervous, or this is you maybe feeling a bit nervous about maybe letting them go, letting them grow up. You're nervous about some sort of change. Maybe this is your child, and like I said, maybe they are growing up, or they're just a grown adult, and this is how you're seeing them. This is how you want to preserve the memory of them, is them being young children. So this could definitely be talking about maybe time is a thief. This might be your spirit guides giving you encouragement to really check in on your loved ones, or really snuggle up to the people that you love and show them that you really genuinely care. Because it looks like there's some people that you really do love and cherish, Taurus, and they're on your mind this week. Let's see. How does this go? Hi, Christine Judd. Definitely a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You are going to see someone, chances are. Somebody is approaching you this week, Taurus or cross watcher. You're going to see someone, like I said, at a gathering, some sort of social event, a relationship where you feel like you're having to walk on an eggshell. Somebody blocked you. Somebody's definitely trying to block you energetically, spiritually, for some of you Taurians. I did say we'd get to that. Shaking my head as I say it. Yes. Let's stick to this. Let's stick to what we were talking about. Because I see some other things in your reading, and I suppose we'll bring it up a little bit later. Something does have you feeling a little bit trapped. Maybe you do want to leave. Maybe there's a kid that does want you to loosen up the reins and let them have their freedom. And maybe you're a bit nervous, maybe about the people that they're hanging around with. Seems like maybe you're not really happy with the crowd of people that maybe your kids are hanging around with, their peers. Seems like you might feel that there's someone, or maybe their whole social circle, that is an issue. I know you're watching me, and you are. So if we're talking about a child or somebody in your life, it definitely feels like you're watching them. They definitely feel like you're keeping watch of them. If this is a kid, yes, this feels like this is a parent. I don't know how to let you go. I don't know how to let you grow up and have your independence. But it feels like there's somebody that you do see through, that you're having an issue with. Is this somebody around somebody? It could be around, this person could be around someone that you feel is a bad influence. And it doesn't have to be their peers. It could be an adult that's in their life that maybe you feel is not the best of influences. Is not the best role model. Who are we talking about, spirit guides? So I think you're detached. I think you've pulled away, or somebody would like for you to relax and let them do their thing. Maybe you don't like your partner's friends, but it looks like somebody can't stop thinking about you this week. Maybe they do. Maybe they are watching you on social media. Or this is you kind of watching your kids kind of grow up and blossom and doing their own thing. Somebody's afraid. That's what I mean. What are you afraid of? I think maybe you might, some of you, it's change. You're afraid of change, or somebody around you is afraid of some sort of change. Maybe change in the relationship. Somebody definitely feels that something has changed between the two of you. And maybe it's not two. Maybe this is multiple people where something has changed. Spirit guides, what's going on? Somebody is waiting to get in touch with you. So you owe somebody money, Taurus or cross watcher. Somebody's waiting for that money. Hi, Brianna, Queen. Do you sing? You're a performer. You could possibly be attending. My mouth wanted to say pretending. Somebody could be pretending. Maybe somebody's lip syncing. But this is attending. You're attending something. Concert. Yeah, that's what you're nervous about. This is your spirit guide saying, in general, with whatever this is in your situation, whether it's a relationship or it's just a circumstance, because it looks like you're afraid to confront something. You're afraid of how something is going to go. When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. This is your spirit guides trying to show you that they don't want you to be afraid. That there's something that you're going through, and maybe you feel like you're alone. You're like, spirit guides, do you have my back? They're like, yes, we got you. We're going to be giving you direction and guidance in a situation where you feel stuck. You don't know how to navigate a situation. You're having a challenging time with something. For some of you, it's parenthood. You're challenged in this area. Now, if you're not, this could be an elder sibling that could possibly be playing the role of parent. Somebody is, yeah, because what's highlighted, that's interesting. You got a K here and you got a C here. Somebody's initials could possibly be KC. Someone could possibly be, their name could be Casey. Somebody's watching you. Maybe somebody by the name of Casey is watching you. Random side note, I know. Your intuition is telling you that something is up. Your angels are also chiming in to give you guidance to let you know that something about maybe something, some sort of background surveillance in your situation is going on. They're letting you know. The background surveillance, like I said, it could be a parent. Parent could definitely be watching a child, watching who they're around, or there's somebody that you just flat out don't trust, which we're going to see. We're going to see what this is about. I definitely feel like it has something to do with a child for some of you. It's a child that's being bullied. It's a child that's being specifically just very outspoken. But you might view this as them being disrespectful. So maybe this is where the conflict is. It could be between you and a child. Maybe they have a lot of things that they want to say, Taurus or cross watcher. Maybe some of these things are not great. Maybe some of these things are negative. Or maybe it's the way that they're speaking to you. I don't know. Somebody is speaking to someone like a child, unless you are speaking to a child. You do feel trapped in your circumstances. Maybe that's what brings you to tarot. Maybe some of you are tarot readers, avid tarot watchers. Maybe you want to try tarot, but maybe you're afraid. Seems like you don't know what's going to happen. So if we're talking about a relationship, you reached an obstacle with a particular relationship. Somebody is uncertain about how to work this out. Somebody feels that maybe you are unreachable, and maybe somebody needs to talk to you about something this week. Could be a co-parenting situation. I don't know. But it looks like somebody is like shooting down somebody's calls, or somebody that there's a misunderstanding. Something is misconstrued about why somebody can't get in touch with someone when they really need to get in touch with them. You're not sure what's going on. Possibly this is why you're seeing somebody in person, because maybe you need to just see lay eyes on somebody to see. Maybe this is a welfare check to see if somebody is okay. Change the scenery. So I mean, are you attending a performance, a play, or something such as this? But I mentioned to you, travel could be coming up. You could possibly be going to a different location. You gotta be going to a play or a performance, or you are the performer, Taurus. Some of you are moving, you're changing homes. I mentioned to you, maybe that's something that a kid is maybe worried about and having a hard time adjusting with, is the idea of changing schools or just flat out changing school. What I will tell you is, if we are talking about kids, we don't have to be talking about a kid. You could be an adult in school. You could be kind of struggling to grasp the material. Maybe you don't understand the lecturer. Maybe there's a kid that might learn a bit differently. Maybe they're afraid to maybe raise their hand in class and ask questions because you're afraid of maybe what your peers are going to think of you. Maybe you're scared. There's a kid that might be scared that their friends are going to laugh at them or whatever if they do X, Y, and Z. Does this conversation take place? Possibly it's delayed. But I do feel that someone wants to reach out. This could be the phone works both ways. Maybe you want to reach out to somebody. Maybe they're waiting for you. And maybe somebody doesn't know. Maybe it's your situation. Somebody's situation could possibly be keeping somebody from getting in touch. Moving on from that. Let's see what's going on with your finances, because it definitely feels like you're waiting for some money. Nope, Spirit brings us back to this. So you're having conflict with someone. Maybe somebody needs to blow off some steam. Maybe you wanting to go and see someone or ask someone out. You might get a yes. You might just get that. Maybe there's somebody that you do want to approach. Taurus, you're attracted to somebody. Maybe you want to approach them, but maybe you're a bit scared that they're going to turn you down. Okay, maybe you're not sure if somebody is single or not, right? There might be the uncertainty of what's going on, but I think this is something in general that's happening in your life. There is a level of uncertainty about how something is going to play out. What is the conclusion going to be? You don't know. It has you nervous. It has you a bit apprehensive. Your guides are saying be patient. I definitely feel like this is the case with a kid in school. They may learn differently. They may need someone to be patient with them, to sit down with them one-on-one. So maybe they need tutoring or some sort of guidance to grasp whatever lesson or material that's in front of them so that they can understand, because it looks like there's somebody is non-verbal or they can't really express themselves. Because this looks like somebody is like trapped in their head, like they can't say what they need to say. Somebody could possibly be behind bars. Taurus. What's going on with the Taurus nation? You got a Scorpio that shows up in your reading. You are having a challenging time. It seems like you're on the edge, like the end of this, like you're getting ready to finish something. Like you don't realize that you got a Leo that's in your reading. You're not sure. You're not certain. I'm sorry, I'm thinking about something. I'm getting downloads at the same time that I'm trying to finish my sentence. So I don't want to miss what spirit guides are trying to tell me, but I also want to finish. I don't want to just sit here staring at the cards. I want to make sure I finish my initial thought, because now I'm distracted. Somebody could possibly be behind bars. You have an uncle. Maybe you're getting a call from your uncle. That's interesting. I'm like, how are we moving on from this? You got Unc and you got evil eye protection. There's something that you're doing online on the computer. I think that maybe you are posting something online. And I definitely feel that for some of you, somebody is giving you the evil eye. I saw that early on and I'm just rolling my eyes. It's like, we're really going to talk about this? This is really happening? But I suppose so. So if we're talking about something that is said, oh, I know who this is. If we're talking about something that is said behind a keyboard, this is Taurus. Somebody's trolling you behind a keyboard. So something that maybe someone would not say to your face, they're definitely typing it behind it, on their phone or keyboard, this sort of thing. Somebody is watching you and you already know. Okay, I get it. This is something that happens again and again and again. Right? You got this card that said, I know you're watching me. You're aware that somebody is watching you. You know. And they play so many games. Taurus or cross watcher, you kind of see through the games and the shenanigans and the things that they're posting and saying about you. So it looks like somebody is trying to post something about you and leave it in plain sight. They want you to see it. And they're not saying it to you directly. They're being very subliminal. Because it's like, you're like, like they're leaving you guessing. You're like, was that directed toward me? Yeah, it was. Somebody's obsessed with you, something that you do, or a Taurus, you're obsessed with somebody. You can't seem to stop thinking about somebody. And that's why I saw that card. This card that says stop. So maybe you just wish somebody would stop. You're like, that's enough already. So this could be possibly why you're detaching from somebody, because you're seeing somebody's true colors. I'm trying to tell you, somebody around your home. For some of you, for others of you, this is somebody that maybe you're just kind of seeing. And you kind of see what's going on. Your spirit guides are pointing something out to you, that's for sure. So you're moving, Taurus. I mentioned to you, there's a kid that's changing schools. They're having to adjust. You're immersing yourself into something new, it looks like. But here it is once again, tension. Who are you fighting with like this? Like something is like you're fighting about the same thing over and over and over. What are you fighting about? Maybe it doesn't matter. It seems like it's going to be different for everyone. Anyway, whatever this is, you're letting it go. You're walking away. You're releasing. You're not really entertaining any of this stuff that's going on. Taurus. You try to reach out to somebody, they don't answer. Somebody wants to rekindle. They want to make peace. It just seems like there's some uncertainty about if this will ever happen. Some of you, this is your own dad. For some of you, this is a co-parenting situation that we're talking about. And I definitely feel that somebody is investigating you. This says chief of wickedness. So this could be somebody is investigating you for nefarious reasons. We don't know yet. But I feel that you have become an addiction to somebody. I mean, whose reading is this? There's Gemini that shows up to your reading. Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn are relevant to what you have going on. It's interesting. Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn is usually Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Spirit guides had me say it like that. Gemini, Taurus, and Capricorn. I think there could be a Libra or an Aquarius involved. There's an Aries for sure. An Aries sun that's available. Maybe you might be meeting an Aries. Maybe that's someone who wants to approach you, Taurus. There's an Aries, Taurus in the situation. There's a Pisces. Definitely your spirit guides are arming you with something to fight back. They're definitely giving you protection. Somebody is doing something to you over and over. Or doing something to somebody you love, your family. They're doing something again and again. You might feel that somebody is getting away with something. If someone is in jail, this looks like somebody could possibly be trying to trap someone. Trap someone into confessing something. It's got to be somebody's birthday. Pisces. Birthday, Pisces and Aries. Pisces and Aries are definitely relevant in your situation. If somebody is in jail, somebody is getting out, possibly on house arrest, probation, parole, community service, going to the beach. What is this with time? I'm just going to put it this way. Time is a factor for something that you're doing. Something that is a repeating thing. This is you paying things on time is what this feels like. You're constantly paying things late, behind on something. Somebody is possibly doing time, or somebody doesn't know how much time they're going to do. You feel like you're leaving somewhere. I think you're worried about something, but before this week is over, I think your worries are going to be alleviated. Some of you are worried that maybe you're pregnant, or maybe somebody around you could be. This could be your mom. Maybe your mom is worried about you. Maybe your mom can't stop thinking about you. Or this is your baby mama. Now, somebody may be married, or they're in another relationship with somebody else, and somebody might have somebody pregnant. Or somebody can't stop thinking about their ex, their baby mama, somebody they have kids with. This could be somebody that has kids in multiple households. Some of you, it seems like you're worried about a pet. You could be worried about a pet's health. Maybe it's time for a pet to get a checkup. Some of you, you read tarot, obviously. You read tarot, you do some form of divination. Maybe you want to, but you're afraid to because of criticism, right? Temper your criticism, evil eye, judgmental people. Or you already do, and this is why Spirit is talking to you about spiritual protection. So if this is, did I talk to you about that at the top of the reading? That you're lending someone money, you're borrowing money from someone, somebody's borrowing money from you, or whatever this happens to be. It seems like there's a financial need, something that you need to get paid timely, something that is recurring. So we're talking about your rent, your mortgage, your car payment, your car insurance, something that's on repeat. You're worried about paying it. believe that there is some money that's going to come in. Something is going to be covered. You're able to cover something. So if it's not a person that you can't stop thinking about, it's a financial situation that you can't stop thinking about. That might be something that has you on mental repeat this week. There's something that you need to get paid. There's a solution to something. And perhaps that's what spirit guides are pointing out to you. You're waiting for money. You're waiting for payment. See, your spirit guides show you how to fight back. Maybe you don't really want to deal with people. So maybe you're kind of drained of things socially. So maybe this is maybe possibly you deciding to maybe socialize a little bit less. Or maybe that's something that maybe someone is not expressing to you or that you don't know. Maybe somebody just needs some time to themselves to kind of figure some things out in their lives towards a cross watcher. Maybe it's time for a spiritual cleanse. And maybe you really don't know what's going on in somebody's head. So it looks like somebody's going through something. Maybe they're feeling unhappy. They're feeling a bit indecisive. Somebody is constantly living in their head with a lot of anxiety around this time. So if anything is on repeat, it feels like it's your thoughts. What I was talking about is you were worried about a financial situation, which definitely feels like it comes through for you. Maybe that's the repeating situation, is your money. This week it feels that there is some sort of dilemma that you're having. Spirit guides, tell me more about it. It seems like you're able to get the money. That makes sense. The top of the reading, I pulled a card that said gathering. So this is possibly you gathering together the funds that you need to get something paid. But during this week, it feels like that's what has you. You're on mental repeat when it comes to this particular thing. You're worried, you're hurting for money, this money comes through. Or you are the one that helps someone in need in their situation. There's a solution to the problem, whatever issue this is, because I was mentioning to you, spirit guides are helping you to fight back. They're arming you with some sort of information, or they're giving you guidance to see you through something. Yeah, see, there is somebody, I feel like for some of you that's a boss, or this is in your own mind. Somebody is constantly putting somebody down, criticizing someone, pointing the finger at someone. Yeah, I promise you somebody's going through something. And yes, it comes out again. So whatever this is, yep. No, this is definitely the way that somebody is talking to someone. Maybe somebody is talking to your child in any sort of way. Your boss, but I mentioned you, this could be your own inner atmosphere. You could be your own worst enemy at times. But yes, there's something you need or someone that someone else needs in your situation. Something is provided. You're waiting for something. You're feeling discouraged, feeling like maybe something is not going to come through in the nick of time, because as I've mentioned several times, it feels like something in your situation is time sensitive. Something does come through in the nick of time. Thank you for letting me know, Sinclair. I saw your message. Now, if you are talking to somebody, some of you are under some sort of investigation. And I pulled a card, just saw this card that said trap. Somebody, if this is what I mean, be careful about what you're saying. Hear me clearly. I'm not saying that you ought to lie. It looks like what the reading is saying is be careful about incriminating yourself. Because it looks like somebody's trying to back you in a corner to get you to say something. And it ends up getting somebody caught up. And maybe a situation that doesn't involve them. And you got other people that are trying to weave a web of lies about you or about a particular situation. If you are dealing with court, there is a court situation that comes in. You might be getting some notification about this week, Taurus, or there's something that you need to pay. Possibly you might be paying something online. Maybe you think you can pay something online, but maybe you have to go in person, go to the court, go to the DMV or whatever. Yep, here we go. We're talking about it again. This week, fear creeps right up to the surface. Your spirit guides say you got to adapt to some sort of change. It seems like you're able to thrive, though, Taurus. Leo, that comes up once again. Something is going to require your utmost bravery and courage to get through something. But it looks like you're going to be able to. This is what I'm trying to tell you. You're in the hot seat. Somebody's asking you a lot of questions. It's almost as if you're under investigation is what this feels like, unless literally you are. Somebody's trying to trick somebody and they're saying something that's not the truth. It could definitely be a lawyer, because you could definitely be going through some sort of a trial. Or somebody makes it feel like you're on trial. With all the questions they're asking. Once again, your spirit guides come in to give you guidance and direction and reassurance. Pay attention to the signs. It could be very easy for you to kind of miss what your spirit guides are trying to tell you, or the directions that they're trying to give you, because they feel like they're being completely obvious. All right, with the things that they're doing, the things that they're saying. See, there's something in your hand, right? This is like the book of Moses. This feels like parting the Red Sea. Remember? And this was God saying, Moses, what's in your hand? And it was his staff, and he tapped the Red Sea and it parted. So maybe there's something in your situation that is a proverbial Red Sea. And maybe there's something that spirit guides are putting in your hand, Taurus or Crosswatcher, to help you free yourself of a situation that seems nearly impossible, but spirit arms you with the ability to be able to make it happen. This could even be your fears, right? I pulled this card that said coward. This could even be your fear screaming at you. This is never going to happen. That you have your doubts are screaming at you, even. Maybe somebody is not good under pressure, Taurus or Crosswatcher. Either way, I feel that something is going to work out for you in the conclusion of this. This is why your spirit guides are saying adapt to some sort of change. I'm trying to tell you, somebody is in jail, incarcerated. You're worried about incarceration, or as I mentioned to you, somebody's trying to trip somebody up. Maybe somebody's seeing the judge this week or whatever. Some of you could possibly be a part of the LGBTQ community. Maybe there's somebody that's not being real about it. Maybe they're not. Maybe somebody's not ready to come out of the closet. I don't know. So this whole thing about this online thing, right? I pulled this card that says evil eye. And this card that said, I know you're watching me. Somebody does not like themselves. So this is possibly why someone is trying to do such spiritual damage to you, Taurus, or you, Taurians, you, Taurus, whoever this is, is the one trying to do this to somebody that is spiritually protected. The tables turn this week. You guys are saying adapt to some sort of change. Because somebody wants you and somebody else to be stuck. Somebody's trying to limit you, bind your movements, and they're watching. I think I'm trying to figure out why they're watching. They're watching maybe to see if their magic is working. You know about this, the chief of wickedness. Like I said, somebody might be, in some cases, this is not everybody's story. Let me make that clear. Just because I'm reading for the zodiac sign of Taurus, and it doesn't mean that this is happening in the Taurian's life. It doesn't mean it's happening in the Crosswatcher's life, but it is somebody's confirmation. Somebody needs to know that they're not crazy. So Spirit is bringing it out in the reading. You already know somebody's watching you. You think you're being paranoid, but you're not being paranoid. And here is your confirmation if that was meant for you. Because I did pull a card that said revelation. There's something that's being revealed. Revelations. Maybe some of you are reading the Bible. I don't know. Maybe somebody is a pastor. Somebody's giving some sort of sermon on the pulpit. I don't know. The advice for this week, Taurus. You're going to be getting some clarity. You're going to be getting some insights. But again, in this state of mind, it might be difficult for you to kind of hear what your guides are trying to say to you, even though they're being blatantly obvious. And even though you're kind of piecing it together, like, okay, spirit guides, I see you, but I don't quite know. Your guides are saying they got you. They've seen the situation. It's not that they're watching you in a creepy way, okay? But they're watching you go through something, but they've seen you go through something. They're going to help you get through to the other side of something, because obviously this week you're feeling uncertain. You don't know how something is going to go. Your spirit guides say, let go. When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. This is your spirit guide saying, trust, even when you don't know, even in times when you are uncertain and you feel like you want to just break down. This is your guide saying, we got your back. They say, detach from the outcome. You're so convinced that the outcome is going to be a negative one, but there is a solution, and your guides are pointing it out to you. So the clarity that you're looking for, that you so yearn for, is coming in, but you got to be able to pay attention to it. You got to be able to see it and recognize it. And as I mentioned to you, it may be very difficult for you to recognize what your guides are saying in this state of mind. And in this state of mind, your spirit guides are coming to clear the path for you. There's a new journey that's coming in for you, Taurians. You guys want you to be open-hearted about this change. You do have a rebirth here. They want you to be ready. And they want you to grow from whatever you've been through. Because obviously there's some sort of lesson, right, that you've repeated. This isn't a pass or fail. Sometimes we repeat lessons until we get it. So maybe this is a particular lesson that you're going through, and you're having to repeat it again and again and again. And now you see. Now you're kind of seeing. Now it all begins to make sense for you about why it happened. Your guides are coming to clear a path for you. They're saying revelations are coming in this week. But they're definitely saying the best thing to do this week is to give up control, because this is exactly what this card is talking about. Detaching from the outcome. Let's talk about it. Fear, apprehension. Something feels you like it's causing you to feel like you can't seem to get out from under. Your guides are saying this week, Taurus, release your grip on the outcome. Embrace the present moment. You're so worried about the future, and you're so worried about what happened in the past. All these things are relevant. Whatever happened in the past, yes, you have the ability to grow from these things. But it seems like you might be so stuck in the past that it's difficult for you to move forward. This is why your guides are talking to you about healing. This week, it feels like you might be maybe physically from some sort of physical ailment, but definitely for something that's happening emotionally. It seems like you feel isolated from people or the ones that you love. You got to be traveling coming up. Come on, you got to be dealing with a cancer. Or maybe somebody that passed away is a cancer. Perhaps someone passed away from cancer. This card shows balloons being released. And that was a channeled message for cancer. Talking about balloon release memorial. Somebody passed. Maybe you could possibly be doing a balloon release for this person, or maybe you might be seeing maybe remnants of a balloon release from somebody's, I don't know, passing. Trust your intuition. This week, Taurus, as with any week, definitely embrace your individuality. Because it seems like maybe that's something that maybe you're afraid to be yourself. Or I mentioned to you, maybe you're walking on eggshells in a particular situation. Maybe you feel like you cannot be yourself. Ground yourself. It seems like you're not feeling rooted this week. Your spirit guides are saying that is imperative, especially with something that's getting ready to happen with your career, because I definitely feel like your career is in bloom. Feel that you could be moving. And I think that maybe wherever you're going is temporary. Maybe this is you feeling like, okay, I'm always having to move. It seems like maybe you're able to sit still somewhere for a minute, Taurus. You have a legal situation, your angels come in to give you justice for something. Whether this is a spiritual situation or this is literal in the courtroom. With that, Taurus Nation or Cross Watchers, this concludes your 7-day forecast with angelic ascensions. If you feel this reading was helpful, give this video a thumbs up. It helps the algorithm to do so. Leave a comment below. You never know how your bravery and honesty may help another in the comments. Thank you, Taurus Nation and Cross Watchers, for tuning in this week. Have a blessed, beautiful, productive week. I just happened to notice this. Since you got some money coming through, you're manifesting something, some sort of situation, especially a financial one, ends up working its way out. Yeah, spirit guides might be trying to point something out to you financially. All right, Taurians, have a blessed one. I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out.